the 2nd of June, so happy Pride Month. I am about to head out for the day, but I wanted to kick off my Queer Lit Readathon vlog. So I am participating in the Queer Lit Readathon, if you haven't seen my TBR video, which is one of my favourite readathons on the internet. I love participating. This is my 2nd time and I vlogged the last one as well. So lots of you said you would like to see me vlog this time, and I'm going to give that a shot. But I am super busy today. Very aptly, I am going to a Pride event that's being put on by Book Break, which is the Pan Macmillan YouTube channel that I used to work for and is now run by Emma over at Drinking by My Shelf, and they're hosting an event at Gaze the Word, which is one of my favourite bookshops in London, and it is all about LGBTQ+ literature. So I thought that was such a nice way to start off Pride Month and to start off this vlog, but because I'm super busy, after this event I am going to All Points East, which is a music festival that my friend got free tickets to, which is really nice that she's taking me with her. I don't know how much reading I'm going to get done today. I am travelling to Gaze the Word, so I'm going to try and read a little bit of the book that I haven't quite finished. So I had intended on finishing this book before the readathon started. It's actually called Perfectly Preventable Deaths by Deirdre Sullivan, and this is a proof copy, that's why it says Sister Sacrifice Witchcraft on the front. It's a YA paranormal mystery that I'm very much enjoying and have less than 100 pages in left, and it's a very quick read, so I have no doubt I will finish it quickly if I get the time. But I'm not so worried now that I didn't finish it before the readathon, because it turns out it's queer, and I didn't know that going into it. That was just a lovely surprise. So it's actually quite a good one to be starting the readathon on, and I will try and finish this today, even if that means staying up late tonight after the music festival, because I would like to start something new tomorrow on the train to Brighton, where I'm going with my friend Jen. But other than Perfectly Preventable Deaths, I have started last night, a little bit cheekily, because I knew how busy I was going to be today, listening to Saw Kill Girls by Claire Legrand, which is another YA paranormal mystery, but this one includes a asexual protagonist, which is why I picked it to read for this readathon, and so far so good. I'm only 6% into the audiobook, but I'm going to continue listening to that one over the next few days and hopefully finish it in time to listen to another audiobook. But I thought I would introduce you to the vlog. I will share with you little bits of my day today, but like I said, I'm probably not going to get a ton of reading done, and this is a reading vlog, so I will try and check back in with you once I have finished this. So I'm currently at Gaze the Word with Emma, who's hosting this wonderful Pride Book Break brunch.
Yeah, we've got a whole host of gorgeous LGBTQIA+ YouTubers and Instagrammers and authors.
And you're making a video, aren't you?
I'm making a video. Yes. Jeans just was incredibly articulate. I've also forgotten, where's the camera?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm looking here. Oh no, it is there.
I know. Okay. I'm just looking at the record button, which is not the camera. Jean was just very articulate in my video. Articulate. That's a game. Articulate.
Yeah, the bits that you'll include, not the bits in between. So yeah, but that video will be up on Book Break at some point.
It will be up on Book Break. Yeah, by the time this is up, probably.
Yeah, probably actually, because this was
super quick turnaround for this one.
Nice. Okay, so some LGBTQ+ Pride going to be up on Book Break soon. We'll link down below.
See you there.
I was discovering coming out videos late in life, or at least later than everyone else. But after my summer of prides, I fell down the rabbit hole. They'd been there for a decade, these YouTube clips of LGBTQ+ bloggers opening up about their sexuality online. I'd dismissed them as irrelevant to me, too saccharine, too earnest. I had gone through the process of coming out and coming to terms. Why would I want to watch other people do so? But now I was eating my words. I got started with Rose and Rosie, two attractive British vloggers who were married, lived in Hertfordshire, and made videos where they bickered, teased one another, phoned up their exes, and sometimes made out on camera for their fans. This formula had, perhaps unsurprisingly, given the girl-on-girl content, helped them to accumulate 145 million views on Rose's YouTube channel, and about 30 million on Rosie's. I told Emily about them with the excitement of someone who had discovered some new, untrodden pocket of the internet. She was shocked that I hadn't heard of them before.
morning. It is day 2 of the Queer Lit Readathon. It is June the 3rd, Monday. I'm actually having a nice sort of day off work and study today that my friend Jen and I planned for ages. We booked tickets on the train to go to Brighton, where I've never been before, so I'm finally going to experience Brighton for the day. And I naturally will be taking a book with me to like read on the train and so on and so forth, and when I'm like getting to the train station. And I haven't quite finished Perfectly Preventable Death, but you know when you've only got like 30 pages of a book to go, so you don't really want to take it with you because you'll probably finish it and then not have a book. So I want to start something new and then finish Perfectly Preventable Death tonight. So I think I'm going to take The Queen of Euphlaria by Effie Calvin, which is a fantasy novel with a like bi protagonist and an arranged marriage between two female princesses, which I think is pretty cool. It was between that or Trans a Memoir, which I'm really keen to read, but I think I'm still in the mood for fiction today. I maybe start some non-fiction tomorrow, or this is a really short book, so I think I'll read Trans a Memoir after this and hopefully finish this quite quickly. But yeah, I'm gonna have a nice fun day in Brighton and it'll be back to work and reality tomorrow. We're in Brighton! Hi. Beautiful Brighton train station.
I'm very excited.
And the weather looks quite nice, so we're going to go find some bookshops and some coffee shops.
And some doggeries.
Yes, exactly. Priorities. Okay. Morning. I feel like I'm starting all these days with this little like morning update in my living room. It's because I've been so busy. It's been the like main time I've had to vlog, but I had a lovely time in Brighton yesterday. I didn't get a ton of reading done, so I actually only read a few pages of this in the station waiting for Jen. But on the train, I did listen to my audiobooks. I'm about 30% of the way into Saw Kill Girls now by Claire Legrand. And it's very dark, but I'm enjoying it. And I would like to finish it. I probably can't finish it today because I'm very busy, but tomorrow, because I'd like to listen to Fingersmith on audiobook during the readathon as well, which is a historical novel by Sarah Waters. So I'm powering through that, but last night I did finish Perfectly Preventable Deaths by Deirdre Sullivan. Another dark but fun like YA paranormal mystery, like very dark. That ending escalated, but I enjoyed it. I think it's a standalone. However, I would totally read another book following these characters if the author ever wanted to write one. So the question is really just what book to take with me today, because I am going to university. I am reading some non-fiction for university, so I'll probably read that, but I also feel like I should take a book for the Queer Lit Readathon in case I get a chance to read some recreational books, and it's either continuing with The Queen of Euphlaria or going completely in the opposite direction and doing some non-fiction. This is Trans a Memoir by Juliet Jacks, which I got out of my library. So I will update you at some point in the day which one of these I end up starting really as my next book. But today there is a big anti-Trump protest in London because he's currently visiting the UK, which I would have really liked to go to. And I totally got into my head that it was like an evening rally, but it's not. It's a daytime protest, and I cannot cancel my meeting at university today because it's about a deadline that's coming up really quickly, and it's a meeting that I'm required to have, so not much I can do about that. But yeah, I thought I'd just mention it here. Also, look, my little pen, I bought this in Brighton yesterday. It says pro-choice, pro-feminism, pro-cat. It is a Punky pen which you can buy online, so I'll link them down below, but I really enjoy this. But yeah, other than that, I'm off to university. It's looking a little bit rainy outside, so I'm going to put my waterproof on and hopefully get some reading and listening done. this time, or late afternoon, early evening. I have been working all day, so I naturally haven't been doing much recreational reading. I read a little bit this morning with my coffee, a little bit on my lunch break with my lunch, and I read last night, so I thought I would just update you on where I got with all of that reading though. And during last night's reading time, I managed to read all of Aquacorn Cove by Katie O'Neill. This is a book I borrowed at the library, so it's a bit shiny, sorry, but it's a graphic novel. I showed you some of the pictures and spreads, I think, in my vlog footage, but it was super sweet. It's a middle grade graphic novel that kind of explores our effect on the ocean and the importance of the coral reef to our sort of ecosystem, and it's got a really positive message. And I even enjoyed how at the end there's sort of some like genuine information about like what you can do to protect the coral reef and the ocean. But it's also got like magic and queer characters, so a lot of awesome stuff going for it, and I'm definitely going to read more by Katie O'Neill. It was just really sweet and nice and like, yeah, the kind of book that I'm glad is out there. I then decided to crack on with The Queen of Eiflaria by Effie Calvin, which I'm so pleased I did because I am really enjoying this. I ended up staying up later last night than I planned to keep reading this. I then read some pages this morning before I started work, and then I spent my lunch break whilst I was eating my soup reading this, whereas usually I'd watch YouTube videos because I was so into it. It is just good fun, but like the characters you get absorbed in and really root for them. It follows two different princesses from different kingdoms, or queendoms I guess, since they are potentially going to be the joint queens of one country, and they are betrothed to one another. Due to circumstances that have arisen, they are supposed to marry one another in order to unite their kingdoms. But it's a little bit more complicated than that, and it's kind of about them getting to know one another whilst the rest of the courts are getting involved, and there's also the threat of dangerous dragons out there that needs to be dealt with, and I am loving it. I just love the two main characters, and I'm really enjoying seeing the relationship develop, and I feel like I have managed to see that relationship develop despite it being such a short book so far. It's 170 something pages and I'm on page like 120, so I'm hoping I can finish this tonight, but I'm actually off out. I am going to the Women's Prize for Fiction winner announcement event tonight, so basically it's where they announce the winner of the Women's Prize for Fiction. If you don't know already, the shortlisted books are Circe, Silence of the Girls, My Sister the Serial Killer, American Marriage, Milkman, and Ordinary People. I am gonna say I think it's either gonna be Circe or American Marriage that win. I could be completely wrong, but I'll be really intrigued to find out who does win, and some of my friends are going to be there, so it'll be really nice to spend some time with them this evening. But yeah, I'm sure by now you'll know who's won the prize, but I'll probably check in with you when I find out as well.
This book captivated us from the very start. It's a touching portrayal of a very special bond between two people whose lives twist and turn, who have hopes and dreams, who must find courage in the face of devastating adversity, a blasting light on injustice and prejudice and what it means to be human. The winner of the 2019 Women's Prize for Fiction is Tayari Jones.
Yes, hi. Sorry.
So the party's over. Okay, the party's not exactly over, but we're done.
Yeah, I mean, you can hear it still going.
Yeah, it's bedtime for Jen and I.
No,
Well, Jen's actually on the radio this evening. It's nap time for Jen.
Nap time, disco nap.
Yeah.
And then radio at midnight.
Yeah. And I just gonna go to bed.
I'm so jealous.
Well, I'm actually going to try and read some of my queer books, since this is a queer lit readathon. But how did you feel about the winner?
I was so happy. An American Marriage one, it was my fave. You should all read it, it's great.
Yeah, no, I think well deserved. I'm really excited to read it. Will be good?
Yay.
Okay, bye. Hi guys, so it is Thursday afternoon. I'm just working on a report that I had to hand in at my university for part of my PhD this morning. It's now 1 o'clock, so that's what I've been doing this morning. And I have counselling in a few hours, so I'll be heading out for that and hopefully passing by the library on my way to pick up some translated queer fiction that I reserved there. So it's a busy afternoon later, but I thought I would update you on my reading. Last night I stayed up after the Women's Prize and finished The Queen of Eolaria by Effie Calvin. This book just completely took me by surprise. Like, I thought it was going to be a fun fantasy read, but I really fell in love with it. It's just adorable. It's basically a developing romance between two princesses who are betrothed to one another with like an ongoing kind of magical political situation in the background, but you're very much just like watching how these two characters develop around one another and how their attraction to one another grows, and like it was just so sweet, you know, when a relationship is just depicted in that way that just feels very like honest and realistic but cute and like just puts a smile on your face. And I really enjoyed that in the end. It was like a really upbeat read, and I'm definitely going to read the rest in this series. But I also read a couple of poems this morning from the New Testament by Jericho Brown. So this came in the post yesterday from Pan Macmillan, and it is queer, so I thought it would be the perfect book to pick up next. I think I'm on page like 18, there's like 60 odd pages, so I'm sure I'll end up finishing this one tonight or tomorrow morning. And yeah, it basically, so far the poems have kind of dealt predominantly with like violence, race and childhood, I would say, are like the themes that have come through the most so far, but I'm not even halfway through, so it'll be intriguing to see how it all comes together. It is recommended by Claudia Rankine though, who's one of my favourite poets. So this is what I'm now reading, and I am still reading, I am still listening to Saw Kill Girls, but I am at 70% of the way through now, so I'm getting near the end, and that means I will be able to start a new audiobook soon, which is good because I really want to listen to Fingersmith by Sarah Waters. And I'm enjoying Saw Kill Girls, but like I'm kind of ready to move on and find out what happens and just like start a new audiobook. So that hopefully I'll be able to do that tomorrow or the next day as well, and kind of fit in another audiobook before the readathon comes to an end. I'm not sure I'm going to manage to listen to the audiobook of the group read, which I had planned on doing, because I just have ended up with a very busy week, so I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that as well. And Fingersmith is quite long, and that's the book I want to prioritise because it's a little bit different from what else I've been reading. But yeah, that's kind of my reading update. I hope you found that interesting, and yeah, I'll check in with you later. Hello, it's Saturday, which means it is the last day of the readathon. I didn't vlog yesterday, but I did finish the poetry collection I was reading by Jericho Brown. I enjoyed it. It's not like a new favourite collection, not because of the themes, but it's just not like the kind of poetry style that, you know, gets my heart pounding and that like I want to reread and reread. But I do think it's very skillful, and I think a lot of people will enjoy it. And like there were like these sentences that I was like wow, but generally speaking like the style is just not my favourite style of poetry. If you're interested, I think my kind of poetry is more the kind of poetry that suits performance. I like performance poets. I like kind of beat poetry and very like overt poetry. That's my kind of thing. Like Benjamin Zephaniah and Megan Beach, Kate Tempest, love all of them, Holly McNish, Michael Rosen, they're some of my favourites. So I think when it comes to poetry we all just have very specific tastes. But aside from that, I have started reading a book on my Kindle which is called Outrun the Wind, and this one is based on Greek mythology surrounding the goddess Artemis and the female hero Atalanta. I'm about 10% of the way into that, so can't comment massively so far, but I am enjoying it. I'm kind of at the bit where it really veers from the myth. The first 10% is very like based on what happened in the ancient story, and now there's kind of been a twist, and this is obviously queer because I'm reading it for the Queer Lit Readathon, so I'm excited to see kind of the romantic elements that develop for Atalanta. That should be good. I don't know if I'll finish it today though. It's kind of hard to say. I'm having basically a worky day today, even though it's Saturday, because next Thursday I'm going on holiday for 5 days, which means Thursday, Friday and Monday will sort of be long weekend for me, and I'm trying to get some stuff done before I go that really needs to be done. So today I'm doing a lot of work for university because I have some stuff due basically, and that's what I am working on today. I also posted a blog post this morning for the first time in like 5 months. I know I'm an irregular blogger, but I do like writing when I get inspired to write something, and I was inspired to write a blog post about queer literature, particularly female romances in queer literature, and sort of the epidemic that seems to be hiding that fact from readers before they enter the book. I will link it down below if you're interested, but obviously it seemed relevant to this video because it's kind of on theme. But if I'm going to continue working, I really need some orange juice. So I'm going to go to the shops and buy some orange juice before I get back to work, and I will do some more reading at some point during the day, so I'll check back in with you then. So I'm in bed, it's midnight, which means the Queer Lit Readathon is almost over. I realised I've got my night garden, so I might sound a bit funny. But I just literally finished listening to the audiobook of Saw Kill Girls by Claire Legrand, which there was so much going on with. I definitely can't summarise my feelings on it now, when it's so late at night and way past my bedtime. But loads of awesome LGBTQI plus representation, and like kind of feminist horror, young adult writing was good. It like explored lots of really cool themes, so not a bad listening experience at all, although I totally thought I was listening to more than one audiobook this week, but hey ho, I'm pretty pleased with how I have managed to do what I've managed to read. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. I thought I would just sign off before I go to sleep. Yeah, do let me know if you participated in the readathon down below, what you read, and then even if you didn't participate, please do recommend me some queer lit, because I'm always on the hunt for more. But until next time, bye guys.